Namaskar. Hello. Today I wanted to talk to you about tears. Tears, emotional. On my own experience, I went through a change, through a loss of a dear soul that took a huge part in my life and was a member of my family. That soul had to go home, had to leave its body and go home. So I went through a process of healing and dealing with my emotions. So I thought I will share with you what was the process of my recovery. I'm still dealing with that. It's not that it's done. It's just happened recently, but it is still hard for my family, myself, and my husband. Um, when it happened, knowing that the teaching that I was sort of trying to share with you and was learning and following would say no attachments. Whoever died, whoever finished its journey here on this planet needs to go up into the higher cosmic levels, heaven if you wish. So this is the process, right? Everyone who was born will have to die at some point. And we need to focus on our emotions and what we bring to this universe. So we are not to radiate any negativity. And by analyzing what I was going through, I realized that I'm not that strong enough. I still have to deal with my feelings, and I still have to sort of go through the process. So when it happened, I was super sad. I was crying a lot. I was thinking how I'm gonna adjust, what's gonna happen to me, and how I'm gonna feel this emptiness that grew in my chest. And then I realized it's about me, how I feel, how I gonna deal with it, how poor me gonna be surviving without this dear soul of mine. And it's how about that soul? I instead of in the process of grieving, I should have said, yes, go to the light, go home. This is not your home. You were here for a while, but now it's time to go back home. So I wish you well, and I will see you later, either up there or back on the planet when I have to come back in my next life. And you don't have to be happy, but it was supposed to be a moment of celebration of that soul's life, and I don't think I did well. So I still need to work on that, but I wanted to bring the point that when we cry about ourselves. And when you do cry through your loss, just focus on why are you grieving. So in my particular case, that soul came to my life. It was part of my family, and our connection, it was like a pattern that we were sharing. We grew so close together that when that poor soul needed to leave, it's kind of ripped a hole in my chest, and it was really, really hard, and it's still hard. So I need time to heal. But again, it's all about me. That grieving process was about poor me, how I am gonna be, how I gonna be surviving, what I gonna do without you. And I wish, and I tried to tell that living soul, yes, go to the light, yes, be happy, you are going home to your creator, it's okay. You are not dying, period. You are just going home. You need to go back. This is time. So the message is, when you go through the process, make sure that whatever comes out is not disturbing. Because when we tell people, when we call in distress to tell people, oh my God, what happened, how am I going to be now? So it's like a chain reaction. Everyone's then in that emotion, in that grieving process, and it's growing big. It's like domino effect, and everyone I know will start crying and will start feeling sad and will start radiate that, instead of like, yes, we had such a good time together as a family, and now, yes, we're gonna go through the change, but yes, it's amazing. Life was amazing. Thank you. I'll see you later. So just check, what are you crying about? Are you crying about that particular soul that you're losing, or are you crying about how I'm gonna handle it? I know quite a few culture, it's sort of respectful to cry out loud and show your distress. The more in distress you are, the better it is for neighbors to see. You kind of showing them that, oh yeah, oh my God, she's suffering of a loss. Wow. But that's not how it should be. And I don't know why we have this in many cultures, because we do damage a lot for those who are leaving behind by sort of doing that, like, explosion of negativity, sorrow, and like fear of how I am gonna be without you. Everyone will go through this process and everyone will react differently. I know that. I had to stop myself from telling people about my loss because I didn't want it to continue that chain reaction. Because I know if I tell my friend, and my friend gonna be in distress and gonna be super emotional and upset and crying, then I will react to that, and we again gonna go through the stress, and again we're gonna just radiate that fear and sort of hopeless emotion. It's okay to have feelings. It's not what I'm saying, but when you do, just check what your tears are about, if it's about yourself or it is about something else. Because now I understand what does that mean, that not to have attachments, because there is no death. We are just changing our body once in a while, because the body definitely cannot survive for more than 100 years, and you don't need it when it's old and wrinkly. You want another one, you want a new one. So, but your soul never dies. Your soul will come back. So this is what your focus needs to be on, and that, I think, will help me to go through that grieving process, and that will probably minimize the sort of influence on others, because I don't want anyone to suffer because I had a loss. I wish my dear soul to be in heaven, and I hope to reconnect in the future again. And yeah, I just wanted to share with you my experience. And if you have questions, or if you want to talk about that, please write down a question, write down something that I can see your reaction. I can see how you're going through this, and maybe we can help each other. Until then, have a wonderful day, everyone. Namaste.